What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Duran Duran, and we're going back to the 1993 Unplugged performance in New York. I did also want to give a shout out though to Adam. He actually gave me access to a concert they did in '95 in Mountain View, California, and he mentioned that it has a bit more of a kind of their punk flavor, you know, the sort of early sort of post-punk kind of new wave feel. He said it's basically like Duran Duran on steroids. So I'll, try to get through a couple things that I'm going through first, but we will be getting to that concert soon. And obviously, as someone who loves punk rock and who enjoys some of their early tracks with that sort of new wave post-punk flavor, people will know I'm a big fan of Careless Memories, and I feel like that is a good example. So the idea of hearing something more than a decade later, but with a kind of sort of punk sort of edge to it in terms of the sort of style of their performance, I'm very keen to hear. So again, that may be very different from this, which I felt like it was a nice contrast to mention it. Nevertheless, we are going to listen to more Unplugged of Duran Duran, and we're going to listen to their Unplugged performance of Girls on Film. It's a tune that I remembered going into this deep dive, at least on a sort of limited level. People who remember that reaction will know that I went into it having that kind of main refrain in my head, but I didn't quite remember sort of, all the different sonic twists and turns. But yeah, it's a classic tune. I enjoy it. It's one that will always make me tap my feet and put a smile on my face. It just gives me that sort of, now sort of nostalgic feeling, which is, again, it's interesting. It's like some of their early tracks already gave me that feeling going into this deep dive, but now having gone for, 6-7 months through their catalog and sort of understood on a much greater and more significant level who they are as a group and what they've done as a group, it's now nostalgic to listen to some of that stuff again, because it's like, man, this is where for them, in a way, it all got started, and for me, in a way, it's where like my reconnection with and much greater journey through their catalog began. So yeah, I enjoyed the song a great deal on multiple levels, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Nevertheless, let's hear it. This is an Unplugged performance in 1993 by Duran Duran of the tune Girls on Film. Got a Spanish feel.
See them walking hand in hand across the bridge at midnight. Heads turning, here's the lights flashing out so bright. Can walk right up to the bar and there's a camera rolling on my back. On my back. And I sense the rhythm pulling in and crazy all the way down the spine. Girls on film. Girls on film.
Yes, it's nice. It feels more different than some of the others. Than the original, I mean. And I like the percussion as like camera roll.
Stick cherry all over the legs as she's falling. And there's a shout of blue water coming in where she lies. Shouting what's coming up the ring. The crowd will look when we got her by the hair. By the hair.
It's a harp.
She wonders how she ever got here and she goes under again. Girls on film. Girls on film.
What a cool concert this would be to have it.
Girls on film. Got your picture. Girls on film. Oh, girls
Very tribal percussion. Now sort of like an Irish rock feel.
pumping like we twisting out on a wire. Just one last glimpse into the night, touching close and holding right, holding tight. Every shadow's in a whisper, take me up till I'm shooting stars. Shooting star, shooting star, shooting star, oh, baby. Picture on my bedroom wall. Shooting star, baby. No touch myself. I have to rub myself. Shooting star, baby.
I'm stunned. That was insane. That was. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that was. It felt farther away from the original, but in so many different ways, like multiple sections, like multiple flavors. Simon really hitting it. Again, I think it was the same vocalist as on Come Undone, right? I imagine there's a few because it sounded like there was more than one additional vocalist. But yeah, it was Lamya again. Do I have that right? Just an amazing performance of that tune, and one that I did not expect. Now I think it was Adam. Someone had mentioned, it's worth a listen. This track from the Unplugged performance. So going into it, I was thinking, okay, this will be another like prominent one, but I did not know the multi-phase journey that would be. So really cool performance. Let me know if you agree. I will see you next time. Peace.